This is a very simple guide on how to use MT4 on an iPhone. You'll first of all see your currency pairs under the quotes option. You'll be able to select from a number of different currency pairs, and if you didn't see the pair that you'd like to trade, you can press the plus in the top right corner to add it to your list. Now I'm going to have a look and see which pair to trade. I'm going to choose GBP USD and we're going to click chart. So now having a look at the chart, we can see that there is some movement going on with the price of the actual currency pair. And this is showing how strong the Great British Pound is in comparison to the US dollar. Now we're currently on the 1 hour time frame and we're seeing the movement of the pair in 1 hour. So each one of those lines or blocks, they're actually called candlesticks. And as you change time frame, you can see a different perspective on the movement. So the previous chart showed the hour, the next one showed the candle movement for every 30 minutes. Now we can see the candle movement for every 15 minutes. Next, for every 5 minutes. And then finally for every 1 minute. All you're seeing is exactly the same movement, but almost as if we were zooming in on the actual intricate movements for each time frame. So for 1 minute, it changes the candle every 1 minute, 5 minutes, it changes it every 5 minutes, and so on and so forth. So when you're looking at an hour time frame, 15-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame, all the movements are exactly the same movements. It is just you are in a more zoomed in perspective. So if we wanted to place a trade, we'd press and hold on the screen and then these options would come up and we'd click trade. Now we have several options here. We can see that the currency pair is at the top. Then we have the option for market execution, which means that we can place a trade straight away. Now as I'm pressing the plus or the minus buttons, I can increase or decrease the lot size. And the lot size will indicate how much you're going to be paid in your trade per movement for price point movement as the currency moves up or down. When you've analyzed the chart, you should have taken a decision on a position before executing a trade. On a £100 account, you should trade at 0.01 for good risk management. In the stop loss section, we can press plus and minus, and you can see in the chart below that the SL, which equals stop loss, can move up and down. You can have the option to type in a specific stop loss, or you could press plus and minus so that it moves into the position that you want it. I want to take a short position on this currency pair, so I want the stop loss to be higher. And I'm setting it in a place that I'm willing to risk losing that amount of money if it goes in the wrong direction. And next I'll set my take profit, and I want that to be below where price is currently, so that as price drops, the more it moves from my point of entry, the more money I would get. So now I'm going to click sell by market and take my sell position. Okay, now that you can see that I've taken the trade, you can see some lines have appeared on my screen. So first of all, we have the SL line at the top, which is my stop loss. Really squashed in there is my entry point, and then next to that is the take profit, which is indicated by the letters TP. How much profit you take from a trade should be predetermined from your chart analysis before you've entered the trade. Usually, I would have a much bigger gap between my entry and my take profit, but for the purposes of this demonstration, I want the trade to be over pretty quickly, so I've set it quite close to my entry point. If at some point during the trade you decided that you wanted to either close or modify your trade because you didn't want the trade to hit the stop loss, you could select the trade option at the bottom in the center. Press and hold on your position and select close or modify. So let's watch this trade as it moves. It's almost moving now towards my take profit line, so it should only be a matter of time before my take profit line is hit, and it will take me out of the trade, and I can check my history and see how much money I have made. Because I've set the lot size at 0.01, I'm only risking a few pence in this instance. As the lot sizes increase, rather than it being 10 pence per price point movement, 0.1 would be £1 per price point movement, and 1.0 would be £10 per price point movement. And herein really is the key. When you trade higher lot sizes, you need to have a higher amount in your account so that you're not risking too much. So we can see here that my take profit line was hit, and I can check the history, and it shows that I've actually made some money, made 13 pence off that very quick trade. But that is how MetaTrader 4 works on the iPhone.